Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Christina, coming to you from the Catio. And today our convo is talking about closure after the narcissistic abusive relationship ends. And if you've been watching my channel or other channels similar to this for a while now, you already probably know the answer, and that is no. There is no closure with a narcissist. Um, if you think back prior to your relationship with the narcissist, mine, spanned 18 years. So it's a little difficult, and I don't have many experiences of breakup that I can really refer back to. But kind of like, when you were in high school, maybe, and you realize, like, you and your high school sweetheart, you're going off to different colleges, life's taking you down different paths. So you know that that relationship might not be forever, but when you split, yes, you're heartbroken and you miss the person, but there's not all that anguish and heartache and trauma bond to break. There's been no financial abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. They're not, they have not been gaslighting you for decades or for however many years you were in that relationship. So, for me, it's very difficult because I was with my narcissist abuser for such a long duration of time. But when I was discarded 8 months ago, it was just change your address, and there was no form of communication. I was only allowed to come over to visit my cats to the home that I was paying, his home that I was paying his bills, and my cats were there. So only time I was able to come over and visit was to either pay bills when he wasn't there, and he was out with the new supply, and then to see my cats and clean up after them when he was out with one of the new supplies. Now, at this juncture, I didn't realize what was really happening. I didn't even realize at that point what he was and what I have walked through and been through for the past 18 years. So after the discard began, I thought, I tried to communicate via phone calls, text messages. I even wrote him letters, and he would not reach out to, have any kind of bring a conclusion to our life together of 18 years. And he wouldn't even let me take the cats for the first 2 months. I had to, and get my stuff out of there, my belongings. So, but yeah, there was never going to be no sit down. There was never going to be, hey, listen, I think we've grown apart, and maybe it's best we separate. We can still be friends. I still want to be in the cat's lives. I still love and care for you, but I think it's best we go our separate ways. And that's at least to me the way that an adult mature relationship during the end should go. And I know it does not always go that way, even in non narcissistic abusive relationships. But I would say, for the sake of the fact that you spent such a duration of time, long time together, you might have children involved, family, friends. It's sometimes best if you can be able to co-parent, be on friendly terms. Because, well, who wants to go through life full of hate and animosity? Especially when it's not going to only possibly impact you, but others around you. Now, I never had children with my narcissist, and I wasn't actually married to my narcissist. We were engaged for, I'd say, probably about 10 of the 18 years. And we never did get married, which honestly was the best choice I could have ever done, because if I would have actually gone through with it, there would have been even more, it would have been just a stickier situation to get out of, having to divorce someone that, well, is a narcissist and is that controlling and manipulative. And luckily that didn't happen for me. But I know for a lot of people, you do marry them because they are your dream man or woman, especially during the love bomb phase. And it's like, wow, the universe sent me this perfect person designed just for me. And yeah, for the love bomb phase, for maybe the first few months or years, and then that goes away. But to actually end the relationship, if you leave the narcissist, always remember they are going to either way, they're going to blame you for everything. But if you actually have you finally see and recognize what you're in, and you decide, you know what, enough's enough. I'm not going to take this abuse, and you walk away. Trust me, the smear campaign has already started. They'll probably attempt to hoover you to win you back, and please do not accept any hoovers from the narcissist, because it will be worse the second, the third, the 15th time around. And if you're like me and you were discarded, the smear campaign is still going to go on. In fact, actually, as I recall, the smear campaign was already began prior to the discard, because I've done another video on this, but I do believe my discard was planned by my narcissist when he was going to do it. That way it would impact me the most and make it the most difficult and hardest on me. So yeah, absolutely, the narcissist knows what they're doing. And if you are discarded, the smear campaign's still going on. They still don't want you to move forward in your life, but they're out there. Either way, they're out there with new supply. They're out there running the town, going to bars, going bicycle riding, going kayaking, going, who knows to where and what. And it doesn't matter, because it doesn't concern you or me anymore at that point. It's, you should have been gone, no contact, and just maintain that, because that's the only thing that's going to help. But when you're sitting there trying to heal and you can't gain closure, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be difficult for you to understand and wrap your brain around, first of all, what you went through, the level of abuse and trauma you endured, and then until you finally understand and can accept what they are, that they are a narcissist, that then you can kind of bring yourself closure. And that's ultimately what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to come to terms that for whatever duration of time you were in that relationship, that they did not love you. They did not care about you. It was all a lie. But our feelings, your feelings in that relationship were genuine. So again, you have to grieve the loss of that relationship. You have to grieve the loss of your partner, because the partner who you knew didn't even exist. The love you thought you shared, they never even cared. They didn't care. They've seen you from day one, seen what kind of light and spirit was inside you, seen all your wonderful qualities that you embodied, and they decided day one that they were setting out to destroy you, because that's what narcissists do. They're going to use and abuse you and drain you of everything that you have. So to really come to terms and closure in a situation like that, it's not going to be easy. But you have to go through the grieving process. And hopefully once you recognize and can accept what they truly are, then yes, you can give yourself closure. You know you did the best you could. You know you stayed loyal, faithful, and committed to that person. And they gave you nothing but heartache and anguish and abuse and trauma in return. So your closure is knowing that after all of that, you're still coming out stronger. Your light is going to shine brighter. And you are going to become the best version of yourself after that narcissistic, abusive relationship ends. So anyways, guys, that's it for me. But if you like this video, if you could, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, anything you can do to help push this kind of content out onto YouTube so more people have access and might be able to identify what they're dealing with and not wait for 18 years, like me, to just be discarded in the end. So until next time, guys, you all take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.